So we've actually pulled up a few trees in the Swedish Cup, started off with our first league win. It's all good. Surely now we're ready for the rest of the season, set and raring to go. If you have been enjoying this series, of course, drop a like. That would be spectacular. So, with Panache leading the line, surely it can't go wrong for us this season. But I know there's going to be a few spanners in the works. The return of Blair Turgid at some point this season as well will certainly help with that. But hopefully Panache can lead us to glory in the meantime. It'd be really good to actually finally have, for the first part of this save, a successful season where we actually win something. That would be nice in Season 5 to achieve that. And I genuinely feel like if we were to get promoted with Degerford, there is an opportunity for us to actually turn them into a potentially Allsvenskan challenging side. And it might be the first tick box, potentially. Even if we were to stay here for a few seasons to get that done. Depend on the money situation heavily. Maybe I could sign Panache permanently. That would convince me. But this is the league currently. Of course, now we won a game. A lot of other teams have won games. But you'll notice that GIF Sundsvall, the team that we turned down to join Degerford, have won 2 out of 2 so far. So they're looking like a potential challenger. We already knew that would be the case, but this could be one hell of a rivalry. Watch them beat us to promotion or something. First thing I have done is move Panache back to being an advanced forward, because I think that's the role that he actually will probably flourish in more. And I think at this stage, that might just be the best thing for us in general. So we're going to go with that. He's got more technical ability. Let's just see if it can happen. I think we need to start getting some of our sort of bench players, some under-19 games, just to keep their match fitness up, because the fixtures aren't too bad at the moment, but I want to make sure that we've got fitness in them in case we do need them. Oh, actually, one thing before anything else is Lindell can come back in. So now we're essentially at full strength, I think. 9 players trained by a club in Sweden. So I have to do that bench thing again, don't we? What we at? So I just asked my assistant to pick a bench, and he's still not picking the right number of people. Let me just get... Okay, that's fine. Oh dear. If I can do in the summer transfer window, I might have a look to see if I can find a couple of homegrown loans, just in case. So, we're hosting Värnamo in our first home game. Can Panache get some form back? I know he scored a couple of goals for us so far, but I want to see a little bit more out of him. Hopefully, he won't let me down. He didn't last year. Hopefully he won't this year, because there truly is a phenomenal footballer there, and I think if we can just get him the chances, he can stick them away. That's really the key, is getting him the opportunities. And, well, hopefully it remains to be seen if we can do that consistently, but I think hopefully being one of the better sides in the league, for really the first time in this save actually, that we're not really one of the underdogs, that might give us a little bonus to that. Star centre-back signing, injured 28 minutes into the second game of the season. You have to be joking. I think we may have to press a little bit more. Oh, box through! It's a good save from Sanchez. That might be one of the worst first halves I've ever seen. We actually had more shots than they did, but we just didn't see them. The only chance of the game was that chance that we saw. That's it. Nothing else has happened. We're very not good at winning it back at the moment. Oh, God. Eriksen's throw. And it's another good save. Olsen. Just fashion something, eh, lads? Kendall. Nice. He's taking a guy on a little bit this time. Kvistgaard. Panache around the side. One touch to set himself. He's offside, I think. No, it's given. Sorry, I swear the linesman put his flag up when he was running back. Degerfors 1, Värnamo 0. And this is what I want to see. Kvistgaard, lovely little ball into the channel. Mutumbanyoka on the end of it. And that is what Panache can do. He only needs one chance to take, and he's got it. The strikers link up brilliantly, and somehow we're in front. I haven't the foggiest idea how, but we are in front here. Bengtsson now with the ball in. And it's flicked over and... Oh, not put over the line by Olsen, but that's better. One downside of having to sort our bench out in the way that we have is it means that we've got a lot of limited options there. And that is definitely a problem. I can't bring on like a star central midfielder or something. Oh my lord, please, no. Oh, he's missed it. Bit of space for the wide area. Oh, I like the thought. In fact, we've got it back again. Oh, Kvistgaard has to score there. I mean, it would only be, if we were to get it, another 1-0 victory, but that's a hell of a way to start the season, just to get a couple of victories on the cards when you're not playing superbly well. That's the key. Oh, wow, never mind, because they've equalised. In the 89th minute, it was just bad defending, and unfortunately, with having to take off 2 centre-backs in today's game and replace them with far worse players, this is what you get from that, unfortunately. Too many mistakes here. Like, De Vries, they don't come and close him down fast enough. They allow him to get the ball in far too easily, but even so, there's 2 of them there, and neither of them even jump for the header. I mean, that's just criminal defending, and we get what we deserve. It is what it is. It's not what I wanted, but it's definitely something, I suppose. And in the end, I can hardly really complain. I think if anyone could have won it, it might well have been them. But I think a draw is probably a fair result in there. The main thing for me is that, hopefully, the injuries to our 2 centre-backs are not severe. That could really cost us, because the transfer window's shut now, and... Well, we do have backups, but there's a reason they're not playing. I think there was a slight goalkeeping error on it as well. It looked to me like the goalkeeper should have had their goal. It looked like it went through him a little bit. Disappointing to only draw there, but it happens, I suppose. Olsen only out for 1 to 2 days. Björklund, 4 to 5 weeks. The star centre-back that we brought in. What I would say is that IFK Värnamo were relegated from the top flight last season. So again, not a bad side. We might actually concede off this as well now. Oh my god, we are, aren't we? Yep. Just because we couldn't find a simple ball, he's just clattered it when there were 2 open strikers and it's given Norby the lead. Woods. Kendall. Someone just has to... Oh, what is that? Just awful passing again. Are we actually going to give them a second? We actually are. Mental. The run's obviously been made by Panache, so I don't know. Why is he still running? Why is he still running? Chris scored. Oh, he's got to pull it across, and he does, and it's 2-1. Panache back in the action yet again. Down the right side, though. We've got to be careful with this cross. Don't let him get it low. Or high, for that matter. Oh, it's in. It's just straight in. Well done, lads. Terrific. Well, frustrating one in the end there. We've managed to concede 3 goals off of that. And to be fair, the first 2 were just massive mistakes from us. Unfortunately, just poor passing let us down horrendously. And that drops us all the way down to 6th in the league. And all of a sudden, we just don't look like the same team. But Panache is still getting goals, which is good. But, whoa. This is going to take a little while to settle in, I think. Big game today at home against Sundsvall, the team we nearly took over. I've made a slight change and put Angeleri into the back line a little bit. This time I moved Farnberger into the centre of midfield because I think Angeleri might actually be able to be quite effective there as one of the wide centre-backs, but we'll see. Wow, lovely space for Lindell. Now we can maybe make something happen. Also, Turgis back in training, which is nice. And it's straight in from Nicholas Kvistgaard. 1-0 Degerfors, and what a start that is. How on earth did that go in? How does this go in? He's literally scored with his face. The defender has just smashed it full volley into his face, and it's gone straight in. He's celebrating like, yeah, I definitely meant to do that. It's been a weird start to the game, I'll give you that. But at the very least, we are winning it. Chris Scott again. Holds the ball up nicely. Farnberger can slide this through for Panache. He might. The man is a genius, and that makes me think it's more a case of shoring up the defence with these guys than it is the forward line, for once. A rarity for us, you might say. Kvistgaard, lovely ball. Panache brings it down. It's what he does. It's Degerfors 3, Sundsvall 0, Panache with another goal, and we're 3 goals to the good in the first half here. We are definitely overperforming, but... Oh, and it's now 4. Mads Harrell on the end of it. 4-0 Degerfors. But it feels like we'll have more... Oh, hang on. That is some effort, honestly. Justin Salmon with a screamer and off the crossbar. Can hardly fault that. What a goal. Well, I'd say the scoreline flatters us immensely, but we've had that kind of thing before. The last game certainly was quite harsh on us, so it sort of balances out a little bit there. But it's nice to see that these strikers really can link up brilliantly, and that's something we haven't really had in quite such consistency so far. Kvistgaard looks like he could score. He looks like he could assist. Panache scores every touch he gets, basically. The man is a genius. And with that, we move, well, actually, we stay 6th, but we stop the rot because we could have potentially been right down there otherwise. We're only 2 points off the top now. Goal difference is restored to goodness. Now we just need to find a way to sort of shore ourselves up a little bit, create more of those types of chances. It's been a really tough start, but Panache has been played straight in behind, and well, I mean, it is really that simple. First opportunity of the game, Panache, Mutimbanyoka on the end of it, Degerfors 1, Jönköping Södra 0 with the ball. I think he's scored in 3 successive matches now. Bengtsson, ball in, Kvistgaard, and he's been fouled, and Kendall will take. This is a big moment for us as it keeps us in that hunt. That's such a simple penalty. 2-0, Kendall again, and this is really good for us today. Yeah, we just got no one covering him across here at all. This should be a simple goal for them, and it is, because, yeah, I don't see a possibility as to how you can defend them, because no one ever comes down and closes this person down. Most important thing is we got the win. Weren't fantastic on the night, but again, Panache and William Kendall with the goals. We do win back-to-back games, which is important, and I think we deserve the win, but we are slowly just sort of working our way into this tactical style. So the fact that we're right up there in the promotion spots after 5 matches, albeit games in hand, is still a good sign, as I feel like we'll get better as the season goes on, and a 3 straight wins would really start to boost the confidence of the guys. Angeleri, well forward. I really like him there. Kendall. Ingebretsen. Oh, it's a great goal. Marius Ingebretsen. 1-0 Degerfors. And that's exactly what we needed after 10 minutes against the bottom club. Back for Bengtsson. Back for Panache. Nice little 1-2 stuff. Kendall could pick this out, I think. And he has done, and it's 2-0. William Kendall with his 2nd goal in as many matches. And it is 2-0 to Degerfors. Brilliant work. Just keep that momentum going. He scored. Here we go. Ball over the top for Panache. He can't fuck this one up, can he? No, he can't. Apologies for my language. And it's 3-0 to Degerfors. Kvistgaard turns provider again. We're 3 goals to the good. We want to make sure that we try to keep a clean sheet here. Help that defense start to build a bit of a link up, I would say. Here's probably just going to go for... Come on, Richard, mate. Punched by Sanchez, and Ingebretsen can bring this away, actually. And he's clipped it up to Turgis, and it's 2-on-1. Blair Turgis has to find Panache here. Please, Blair, for the love of Christ, pass the ball. Blair, pass the ball. Blair, pass the ball! Oh my God. There's no way he's going to score himself, and the fact that he's selfishly not provided another goal for us there is crazy play. Oh, Blair. What is your vision? None? Just put it on a plate for Panache and we've got a 4th goal there. Still, I think we deserve the win. But you can see our opponents in the second half really rocketed back into this one, and we were able to sort of hang on there, but it should have been 4. I can't believe he's done that. But nevertheless, we win. We go to the top of the league. Still games in hand on us from other teams, but it's nice to get 3 back-to-back victories and really start to see a bit more out of this team now in terms of goals as well. Gone Ibsen in goal today because Sanchez has not really impressed me lately. Panache is going to get this down. Panache has got this. Oh, what a ball! What a ball! And Kvistgaard scores. What a pick out from Panache. Ingebretsen. Christensen. Here we go. There's the ball. Kvistgaard through for Panache. It's a tight angle. He's still got it though. And he slots in the bottom corner for 2-0 Degerfors. 4th minute of stoppage time now. And well, they've actually got a goal, despite the fact that we've already played more stoppage time than we should have done. But they've annoyingly got one in the 90. We're going to win the match anyway. But come on, lads. Don't know why we were even still playing. They just completely lose Skoglund. And it is 2-1. We're still going to win though. What I would say though, is that they counted this chance here as them actually having a chance. But it was offside. I hate when the XG does that because it really skews the stats a little bit. And again, they came back into that late on as we sort of tailed away a little bit, but we got the win once again. As we stay in the top 2, this time by 3 clear points. It's us and, ironically, Sundsvall. They're the only team that have beaten them this year was us. They've literally won their other 6 matches. Well, 0-0 in the end. We certainly had our moments, but really tailed off in the second half of this game. Had our chances in the first half. Probably should have taken one of them, but it happens. It's a good point away at 4th place. They're one of the favourites again, so I'll take that. It's honestly just weird seeing those two not scoring goals, honestly. But we're still right up there, which is the main thing. In those top 2, I think we'll get top 2. If you get top 2 this season, I'll be happy. Still can't sign any sports scientist, head of youth development. I've even delegated the business of doing that to my assistant, just in the hope that they can find someone. But as a result, nobody will sign for us. I want a few more of those now. We need to start making sure that we don't concede those goals, because we're not going to be able to score 2 or 3 in every game. It just won't happen. We're not putting the numbers up for that. What a ball! Oh my goodness me! Degerfors 1, Skövde 0 with a chance like this. They've done nothing in this match. Do not let them back in. That's exactly what we've gone and done. Oh, no way. Are you joking? Back to back in seconds, they've just turned the game around on us without... What? Scoops it back outside again. Kvistgaard. Oh, here we go. Whips it through. Panache! Yes! Back in it. 2-2. Panache on the end of it. 11th goal of the year. Right, we need to keep on pressing now, friends. And in typical style, we saw no more highlights after the goal because that's how it always goes. Yeah, I have no idea how we didn't win that match. Just 2 moments of madness out of nowhere allowed them a brace, and we just weren't able to recover the lead after that. Shocking. This team deserves more than that. But still, top of the league after 9 matches, 2 points a game so far is very healthy. It's still a very competitive title race in there too, as Sundsvall appear to have dropped some points. But the point is, this was a game that we could have comfortably won and gone clear at the top, which is what we needed to do, and we didn't. Hopefully we don't suffer the same problems we've had before, but at least we're looking like one of the better sides in the league. And we're top of the league. What's not to like, eh? So I just thought we'd have a little look at where we sit right now. I think we have overperformed slightly, in terms of position anyway, and it appears that Sundsvall have... Yeah, they definitely look like the standout team in the league. Ironically, we beat them fairly comfortably. But so far, so good. We're right up there where we should be, which is the main factor for me. We're performing well, and I'm happy with that. And I think, literally, it's just about us tightening ourselves up defensively. We've got goals in this team for once, which is nice. Just need to get a few more clean sheets and start to really tighten that area up. And that might require a loan signing or 2 in the summer transfer window, just to make that defense a little bit better. But that's really our main area. If we can keep hold of Panache and... Kvistgaard for next season, that would be sensational. Mid-table away from home reminds me a lot of the EK Braga game. We played well there, just couldn't quite get the result over the line, and that's really what's cost us there. But at least the main thing is we got those runner games with the wins. We've managed to avoid defeat for a while, and I was a bit worried after we lost that match against Nordic because we looked really bad in that game, and they're currently 2nd as well. But since then we've actually looked really good, and I think moving Angeleri back into that centre-back line has made a huge difference in just allowing us to progressively play through the lines better. I still worry a little bit about Farnberger in the ball-winning midfield role, and that's another position I'd like to strengthen. There's another player in our squad that I'm convinced that might be able to do that role better than him, despite the star rating. Who is it? Is it Christensen? No, is it Antonsson? Actually, what about Olsen? Olsen's got better tackling. Passing ain't bad either. I'm tempted to try Olsen there today instead of Farnberger. Farnberger has fine passing, but it's his defensive attributes that concern me about putting him there. And I wonder if that could help us. Blair Turgett has had some substitute appearances, but he has annoyed the hell out of me after the fight. I'm still pissed that he failed to pass the ball to Panache in that 4-1 or 3-1 victory, as it turned out to be. Also, he was on a 5.8 in training, and I criticised him, and he said that he didn't like the fact that I criticised his training performance. Yeah, Blair, it sounds like you're off at the end of the season, mate. I'm trying to get some new contracts for players to try and bring their wages down. A few of them have agreed, in theory, to lower contracts, which is good. One player, I can't remember who it was, wanted more, and I was prepared to give it to them because of the balance. But really, for me, it's about getting these 2 back for next season, I think, no matter what division we're in. At the very least, we would have a promotion on our CV. But I don't know. I'm liking the players in this squad. I'm liking the club. And if we were to hold on to... I mean, obviously, they're both on loan, but you just never know. If we could have Panache and Kvistgaard for the rest of... like, for a little while, and maybe try and get them permanently one day, I think they could lead this line for years to come. I don't think I've ever had a player play that deep line forward... Oh, for God's sake. Sean Duffy, 1-0 Trelleborg. Come on, friends. These are not the types of goals that we should be conceding. It's just simple things. Just stay in front of your man. Get anything on it you can. There's plenty of you there. Don't do sillinesses. And I mean, does that go through his body? Either way, it's 1-0. Now we just need to use the possession they're giving us to try to create something. Kendall. Nice. Kvistgaard. Oh, what a touch. Can he return the favour? Oh, Kvistgaard's been dragged down there. Panache is in, but how is that not a foul? That's insane. And now it's... Oh, come on. Kvistgaard is foul. I mean, I know he's played advantage there, but what advantage did we gain? Well, half-time, pretty even, ironically. But we are losing, and that cannot happen. I'm making a half-time sub. Olsen was a bad decision. I think maybe we can get away with not having such defensive fortitude in there if he's just going to have better passing. I'm also going balls to the wall in this second half. We're going to press them more. Even though we already have a lot of the ball, we just need to get some movement going and try to really force these guys off the ball. You know what kind of play we need? We're just trying to find the moment to play that pass. Kendall, now that's more like it. Bit more space on the ball. Bodies in the right positions. Not standard here, but Panache! Oh, what a header! Panache, Mutin Banyoka, 1-1. Degerfors back in it, and it's another goal for Panache. What a great header. Not seeing a lot of us since then as it goes. Kvistgaard, though, has a free kick, and it's just wide. Keep that energy levels up for just a couple more minutes. Do not let this one slip, particularly not when we've done so well to get back into this match. Oh, dear. That's a goal, isn't it? Oh, he's missed it. Good, good, good. Well done. Blair Turgid finds Kvistgaard. Where's the run from Panache? He's not there. Oh, dear. Lindell's got it, but we've got bodies in the box for once, though. Lots of them. Lindell. Back for Farnberger. Back for Lindell again. Oh, we're just overplaying it now. Wurtz. Tons of space. Finds Farnberger. He's going to have to shoot here, isn't he? Yeah. No. Oh, it's going to deflect wide. No. I don't know why we didn't push harder on that one. I think if one of our players makes the run there, he just heads that into an empty net. Bengtsson with a huge tackle. Not quite what I was hoping for there. We're just holding onto the ball to see out a draw, are we? Come on, lads. One last... No, never mind. Trelleborg 1, Degerfors 1. I don't think we can complain. Yes, they scored their only shot on target, but it was a good position to get that shot in fairness. And, well, we didn't create enough in this one. They were just, yeah, we had a lot of the ball, particularly in the first half, but just couldn't really do much with it in the second half. One of the rare moments where Kvistgaard couldn't really exert himself properly on the game. We do slip down to third, but we're still right in there, and that's the main thing. We'll start figuring out what works and what doesn't. I think my decision to play Farnberger, or not play him rather, was a bad one, and I think we were better in the second half when he came on, but we still need to be more consistent. Time will tell, though. After yet another silent press conference from Krista Olsen, Kalle decided to act. He tentatively called the number and attempted to arrange a meeting. Was he even the journalist Henrik was talking to? Could he be trusted? Kalle had to take the risk to find out the truth. On the plus side, if anyone was doubting the signing of Panache, 10 in 10 in the league. Kvistgaard as well with 6 assists in that period too. Panache is just an absolute world beater. Get him on your save. You will not regret it. I promise you. He's probably the reason right now where we're in this. And only 1 defeat in our first 10 league games is a pretty good start to the season, I'd say. If we could just turn a couple of those draws into wins, and honestly, just sorting out the defense would be what does that. But it is 3 straight draws now. Wow, that's weird, isn't it? Like 4 straight wins, 3 straight draws. Oh, it's the tiniest little margins, really. And Panache is just the only man keeping us afloat in those games currently. But still, we push on, and I think this team's definitely got something to say about this league. And hopefully, if we can sort that defense out, things could go from good to even better for us towards the end of the season. That's the hope, anyway. Get a couple of guys in on loan in the summer, perhaps. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have, drop a like. That would be lovely. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be gorgeous too. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday. Of course, it's Streamer Showdown tomorrow as well. So we've got 2 streams tomorrow, one in the day and one in the evening as well. So that's going to be fun. And I'll see you guys very soon. Hold your gun, capybara. Bye-bye.